I thank you all for being here and sharing in this ongoing restorative justice process in collaboration with the Native communities, the Spencer Museum of Art, and John and Sam.
I'm so happy to see all your faces here today, and so glad that you've chosen to join us and support us in this process and actually participate in the process. You know, I think that we all have come here today feeling encouraged to be included in this process, and are very thankful to the DA's office for allowing us to have our voices heard in this process. We don't often get that opportunity. I can't help but think about the diverse traditional systems of restorative justice that are represented from each of our tribes. And I'm so grateful that we were able to bring that part of who we are to this process and kind of collectively merge all of those parts together from our different tribes and work together collectively with building peace, and with Sam and John and with others to bring about healing, and also to restore balance. I wanted to say that restoration is tough. It's difficult and it's not easy, and it's also very beautiful at the same time. It's having hard conversations, and for some of us it's confronting trauma, and it's dealing with feelings of fear and anger, and it's also acts of resilience and forgiveness and strength and acts of love. And so I think that we have represented those acts and approached the situation as Native people representative of those acts, because that's who we are. We're resilient and we're strong and we're forgiving and we're also love. And so I also want to acknowledge in that same way of thinking that not everybody experiences this process the same, and not our journey, each of our journeys to restoration and healing are different. And this time I would like to invite John and Sam up to continue with this process and what we came here for today.
Thank you all for coming out this afternoon. We greatly appreciate your time and effort. My name is John.
I'm Sam.
And we're here to apologize for the wrongful taking of the Indigenous artwork. To the artist, Mr. Edgar Heba Birds, the Indigenous students of KU, Haskell University, the broader Indigenous communities, the Spencer Art Museum, and anyone that felt the ripple effect from this situation, I want to start by saying how extremely sorry we are. Sorry for the angst, the suffering, the somberness, and the overall opacity throughout these past 14 months. There truthfully isn't a second that goes by that I don't unconditionally regret our actions and the damage that was caused. I wish I could stand up here and apologize to you all a million times. I can assure you that it was never our intent to be malicious or to hurt anyone or any group. Rather, our naivety and selfish desire to use it as decor for our apartment. However, our ignorance to the nature of the artwork is by no means an excuse for our actions. Rather, we want to use this opportunity as a wake-up call to perpetually shed light on a systemic reform that is necessary.
Throughout this restorative process, we've heard from some who have been affected, and seeing the effects verily showed us the gravity of our wrongdoing, not only to the Lawrence community, but to the Indigenous community who has been historically stolen from. Again, I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. I won't ever be able to put how sorry I am into words. I'm truly appreciative for the chance to be here today and to be able to apologize in person. Recently, we've had the great pleasure to work with some folks with the Building Peace organization, the Spencer Art Museum, and some great individuals from the First Nations Students Association in an attempt to help repair the damage that was caused. Together, we have created a plan to further our education of Indigenous culture through extensive readings, presentations, volunteer work, and more. We're very appreciative of this group providing such a great outlet and platform for a very productive, unifying conversation at the Restorative Circle. We are beyond grateful for the opportunity to continually work with this group in effort to spread awareness of Indigenous history and culture moving forward, in addition to using our own experience as a way to inform others and more effectively propagate the message to help us in our transition to act as advocates and allies for the cause. Again, we'd like to thank you all for coming out today and sharing your time with us and giving us the chance to apologize. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the district attorney's office for this kind of, I don't know, this new process of being involved and actually being in conversation with the people that we were so hurt by. It's been an unusual process, but an interesting process. So I just want to thank them for that, and I really do hope that these kind of different methods of abolitionist type of criminal justice reform will get more widespread interest at the county level and in other surrounding areas.
But I hope that you can leave today taking strength from these students that are part of this process, because it is their humility, it is their grace that has brought us here today, and that's the healing that I take from this. And this concludes our short presentation today. Like these students said, April 8th at our KU Powwow and Indigenous Cultures Festival, it will be a presentation that we will be presented along with the other educational presentations that are happening that day. So thank you all.